The exhibition on another scale is a project that began with an idea that followed my curatorial practices, which is mostly connected to poetic vision instead of having a historical or an anthropological, sociological look at art. It begins very much with the idea of how I situate myself in the larger world, understanding this, the contemporary art world having a scale that it's beyond the grasp of any individual. And at the same time, being in São Paulo, in an enormous city of 2 million people, and working in my office that it's very tiny but has a vision of the whole city. Starting from that, I had this idea of working with very small artworks that concentrated a great symbolic value or historical value or even financial value, all kinds of possibilities of abstract ideas that could be contained in such a small objects. Visiting the space here at Continua and seeing like as an old cinema and having a stage set up as the gallery space, this already helped me to think of an image and organizing and selecting the works according to almost like composing a certain panel of groups of artworks. And the first work to come to mind, of course, was the Bois en Valise, de Marcel Duchamp, which, since I'm very young, I always considered the most relevant or the most important work of the 20th century. A work that basically contains all the work of Marcel Duchamp in very, very small scale inside one box. And then while we were organizing this exhibition, a lot of it is left for chance. I mean, nothing is really preconceived of where the artworks will be or what kind of reorganization is going to end up with. A good example is the Fontana itself, the Teatrino, which is a study of it, which in a way it's a metaphysical work of Fontana expressing this sort of endless space of theater. And to me, having it like floating in space was pretty much the best way to conceive and understand this work, not only by what it meant in itself, but sort of like repositioning it in a new relationship to whatever is around. So this is one of the reasons why this piece, this study is like hanging in the gallery, but pretty much like floating in the middle of this space and preparing a vision together with the Duchamp and Lawrence Winner in the back. Basically, it's an exhibition which I hope that the audience, when they come and see, they can have more than like looking for an understanding of the artworks individually, have a feeling, actually have like an emotional attachment to the works and to the group of it. It's an exhibition that it's about walking in circles in the gallery, it's sort of searching for different connections of work. Sometimes a work that it's on the first floor is connected to the second floor. So by means of like, you know, walking around, you will like sort of like find two works that are very distant from one another, but they're connecting, sort of tying together the whole space of the gallery. So this is what on another scale is, for me at least.